Hi, my name is Cindy Rang with the Fabric Patch in Ephrata, Washington, and I'm going to take just a couple of minutes to show you my favorite winter accessory. This is our Minky Cowl. My daughter and I have owned and operated a busy quilt shop in Washington State for over 20 years. We have a retreat center, an active YouTube channel, and a large pattern line featuring our creations. My two sons work on machines. One daughter-in-law is our videographer and the other is a long-arm quilter. We are a family that love each other, we laugh together, and every once in a while we get some work done. We have a crew that are saints for their efforts at keeping us on track. Thanks for joining us on our wild ride. All you need is a piece of Minky, or anything soft, doesn't necessarily matter, but I feel like it has to be Minky, and about 5 minutes and a sewing machine, and that's it. So there is a free downloadable pattern. It's linked below, and it's the Infinity Scarf by Shannon, but I want to tell you something. When they do the scarf, they suggest 36 inches. 36 inches is great, but of course it's going to fit you about here, so it becomes a scarf. I really like a cowl. If you watch very many of our videos, you'll see that when we're doing box openings and different things in the wintertime, I wear this all the time. I like it because it fits up close, it keeps me warm. I have a couple of these in a couple of different colors. This particular one, I think, is the seal. There's like seal Minky and rabbit Minky, and if you're not familiar with Minky, it is 100% polyester. Throw it in the washer, throw it in the dryer. You can't do anything bad to it. I don't care what you drip or drool on it, it will come out looking fantastic. These are great as gifts because they're so soft and luscious. So we do have kits where we've put together the kits. We've also put the printed pattern in there for you, and these are available on our website in a couple of colors and all in this really soft I don't know if it's the seal or the rabbit, but one of these. It's all this stuff. Your other option is that if you have your own yard of Minky, you can actually get 4, because what we do is we cut it 18 inches wide by 30 inches long. So that's the trick for a cowl measurement, is 30 versus 36, and we tell you that on our pattern. So I'm going to show you, just in case you don't get our kit and you have your own Minky, I'm going to show you a little trick about cutting this stuff. So the deal with the Minky is that it has this really thick nap in it. And so if you just go to cutting with your rotary cutter and your ruler, you're going to cut through all of that nap and you make a little bit of a mess. Usually it's a little bit easier if you measure over your 30 inches here. Go ahead and take your ruler, but then I use a box cutter. Just any kind of just inexpensive box cutter. Take this, expose my little blade, and still using my ruler, I'm just going to cut through and try to cut through just that polyester layer there and not through all of that fur. That way when I pull this apart, hopefully I've cut through all of it. And if I haven't, I can just see how I'm just sliding through and getting just that polyester backing. Well, I didn't do a very good job of using my box cutter at all, but there we go. All right, so then when I pull that apart, I not only have this nice edge, I don't have all of that mess that you typically have when you're cutting through Minky. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this over and I'm going to sew this seam. I'm going to do that and I'm going to be right back. Okay, once this has been sewn, what's going to happen is you're going to do a half twist, which means I'm just going to twist so that that's on that side, that's on that side, and then turn it through. And you feel like, well, that's weird that that twist is there, but really what's happening is that as you bring this through, you want to make sure that this seam right here lines up opposite this seam here. Does that make sense? That's actually what you're doing. And that's what that half twist is. Normally when you're sewing something together, you're lining up that. So we're going to tuck all of that in there. We're going to pin it really well, and we're going to sew, we're going to backstitch, sew all the way around and backstitch, leaving a little opening. We'll do that and then we'll be right back. Before I move this one off to the side, I just want to mention that, again, this size was 18 by 30. For a child, for 8, 9, 10-year-old girl, this size was 14 by 26, so a little bit different. This one, the adult one, you can see that we've sewn around the edge here. So now what's going to happen is that little hole that was left, we're going to pull everything out through there. And as we pull everything out, what's going to happen is I am going to have to whip stitch that closed. So I just fold that over. It's so plush that it'll be super easy to hide your stitch. And once you've hidden your stitch, there it is. That's it. It is 2 seams and a tiny little bit of hand sewing, and you can see that it'll fit perfectly. I'm going to hold it up. I would put it on, but it's going to mess up my hair. So anyway, I love it. It's a nice, quick, fast gift that everybody will love.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.